In the last video, we implemented the Angular material input in our name, email, and message fields. Now let's add some basic validation for the name and email field. Notice the asterisk next to the name label. That's showing because this is marked as a required field from within a TypeScript file. The same goes for the email field as well. This is also required. Just marking these fields as a required field isn't enough. We want to give the user clear feedback if they are missing something within the form. To do that, we can use the Angular material mat error element to show a helpful error message right below the field if it's missed. Let's head over to the documentation and learn more. On the left, I have the form field component selected. We set this up in a prior video. And to read more about the mat error element, on the right here, click on the error message link. And here you'll find information on the mat error element that we'll be implementing in this video. If you open up this code example they have here, you'll see the mat error is wrapped within a conditional, only showing when the validation has failed. We'll be implementing something like this within our application. But before we start on that, let's make sure that we have the form field module installed. We'll double check our TypeScript file and make sure that we have the form field module being added to our TypeScript file. Within our Contact Us form TypeScript file, at the top you should see the mat form field module being imported from Angular material. Then down in the imports array, it should be listed as well. We brought in this module in the last couple videos. Once you have this module included, you should be ready to use the mat error element. While we're on this page, let's take a look at the form group that's already been created within the constructor. We're going to create 3 conditionals in the HTML template. One is for the name, and this is a required field, so we'll create a conditional for that. That goes for the email as well. We'll create a second conditional. And finally, we'll create a conditional for the email if the user enters in an invalid email. Let's start by updating the HTML for our name. We'll add the conditional for that first. And inside of the first form field, we'll add in our condition. This is calling on that form and getting the name, checking to see if it has any errors called required. If this condition is met, then show the mat error element. And the message is name is required. That should show up right under our text field or our input field for the name control. Next, we want to do something very similar to this. Within the email, and I'll put that right below here, then just make sure to update this to email. And email within the mat error element as well. And finally, the last conditional, I'll add right below this one. This also grabs the email and checks if it has an error for an invalid email. If it does, show the mat error element and give the user this message right under our email input. That's it for the changes within our template. Let's view it in the browser. Let's start off by testing our name field. So if you select it and deselect it, it should show the error, and it does. That's great. That goes for the email as well. And also this should check to see if we have a valid email. And if we enter in the valid email format, that works as well. Our form is really coming along. Now let's work on this topic drop down here. And we could use another Angular material component to help us with that. And we'll do that in the next video.